Tonight we explore secrets of the Egyptian afterlife. Let these stories from the past carry you gently into peaceful sleep, in the soft embrace of twilight, as the golden hues of the setting sun caress the tranquil waters of the Nile. A serene world unfolds, a world where the whispers of time echo through the ages, carrying tales of a civilization that danced upon the banks of this mighty river. The Nile, with its gentle, life-giving flow, was the heartbeat of ancient Egypt, weaving a tapestry of life and death that captured the imagination of its people and shaped their beliefs in the afterlife. The river was more than just a source of sustenance. It was a sacred thread that connected the earthly realm to the divine. As the Nile meandered through the land, it bestowed upon the soil a rich fertility, nurturing the crops that fed the bodies of the living and, in turn, the spirits of the departed. The Egyptians saw the river as a mirror of the celestial waters that carried the sun god Ra across the sky each day, a symbol of eternal life and rebirth. In this way, the Nile was a constant reminder of the cyclical nature of existence, where death was not an end, but a transformation, a passage into a new form of being. To the ancient Egyptians, the afterlife was a continuation of the earthly journey, a place where one could enjoy the pleasures of life without the burdens of mortality. This belief was rooted in the concept of Ma'at, the divine order and balance that governed the universe. To achieve a harmonious afterlife, one had to live in accordance with Ma'at, ensuring that their heart remained light and free from the weight of wrongdoing. This delicate balance was symbolized by the feather of Ma'at, which would be weighed against the heart of the deceased in the Hall of Two Truths, a pivotal moment that determined one's fate in the afterlife. The allure of the afterlife was further enriched by the mysteries and rituals that guided the ancient Egyptians on their journey beyond the veil of death. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations, served as a guide to navigate the challenges of the underworld. It was a map of the soul's voyage, offering protection against malevolent forces and ensuring safe passage to the field of reeds, a paradise where the righteous could dwell in peace and abundance. The Egyptians also believed in the concept of the Ka and the Ba, two aspects of the soul that played vital roles in the afterlife. The Ka was a spiritual double that remained close to the body, requiring sustenance from offerings and prayers to thrive. The Ba, on the other hand, was a more ethereal essence, capable of traversing the realms of the living and the dead, reconnecting with the divine. Together, these elements of the soul ensured that one's identity and essence endured beyond death, a testament to the enduring spirit of the individual. The journey to the afterlife was not one to be undertaken lightly, and the Egyptians prepared meticulously for this transition. Tombs were constructed with great care, adorned with paintings and inscriptions that depicted scenes of daily life, offerings, and sacred rituals. These images served not only as a means of ensuring the deceased's comfort in the afterlife, but also as a testament to the life they had lived, a celebration of their achievements and virtues. The significance of the Nile in this journey cannot be overstated. It was believed that the river flowed through the underworld, providing a path for the soul to follow as it embarked on its eternal voyage. The annual flooding of the Nile, which brought renewal and fertility to the land, was seen as a divine act, a reminder of the god's benevolence and the promise of rebirth. This cyclical phenomenon was a powerful symbol of hope and continuity, reinforcing the belief that life, in all its forms, was a sacred and eternal gift. As the gentle night breeze whispers through the reeds along the Nile's banks, one can almost hear the echoes of ancient prayers and hymns, a chorus of voices that have long since faded into the sands of time. These whispers tell of a people who, through their reverence for the natural world and their unwavering faith in the afterlife, crafted a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire. In the quiet solitude of the night, as the stars shimmer above like a celestial canopy, the mysteries of the ancient Egyptian afterlife beckon, inviting us to explore the depths of a civilization that viewed death not as a final farewell, but as a new beginning. The allure of this timeless journey awaits, promising revelations of a world where life and death are woven together in an eternal dance, guided by the gentle flow of the Nile and the enduring spirit of a people who dared to dream of eternity. And so, as we drift into the realm of dreams, let us carry with us the promise of discovery, a journey into the heart of ancient Egypt, where the whispers of the Nile continue to sing their eternal song, guiding us gently into the mysteries of a world where the afterlife was but a continuation of life itself. In the heart of northeastern Africa, a civilization flourished along the banks of a mighty river, a civilization that would leave an indelible mark on history with its architectural wonders, complex society, and profound spiritual beliefs. This was the land of the pharaohs, where the ancient Egyptians built a world that was as much about the afterlife as it was about the present. Their beliefs were not merely a collection of myths, but a deeply ingrained understanding of the universe, life, and what lay beyond. Ancient Egypt's timeline stretches over thousands of years, from the early dynastic periods around 30,100 BCE to the end of the Ptolemaic kingdom in 30 BCE. Throughout these millennia, the civilization evolved, with each era contributing to its rich tapestry of culture and religion. The Old Kingdom is known for the construction of the pyramids, while the Middle Kingdom saw a renaissance in art and literature. The New Kingdom was an age of empire and monumental temples, and the late period brought a series of foreign rulers who added their own influences to the mix. At the core of their religious beliefs was the pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with distinct roles and attributes. These deities were not distant, abstract figures, but rather integral parts of everyday life. Ra, the sun god, traveled across the sky each day, bringing light and warmth. Osiris, the god of the afterlife, was revered for his role in judging the deceased and granting them eternal life. Isis, Osiris's devoted wife, was the goddess of magic and motherhood, embodying the ideal of feminine power and protection. Anubis, with his jackal head, was the guardian of the dead, overseeing the embalming process and guiding souls to the next world. Central to their spiritual worldview was the concept of Ma'at, a principle that represented truth, balance, and cosmic order. Ma'at was both a goddess and an abstract concept, embodying the natural order of the universe and the moral code by which individuals were expected to live. The pharaohs, seen as gods on earth, were tasked with upholding Ma'at, ensuring that the world remained in harmony. This balance was crucial not only for a prosperous life, but also for a successful journey into the afterlife. In the ancient Egyptian belief system, life after death was a continuation of life on earth, albeit in a more perfect form. To achieve this eternal existence, one had to live in accordance with Ma'at, ensuring that their heart was lighter than the feather of truth when weighed in the afterlife. The heart, considered the seat of intelligence and emotion, was weighed against this feather in a divine judgment overseen by Osiris. Those found worthy would enter a realm of eternal bliss, a paradise where they could enjoy all the pleasures of life without the hardships. The afterlife was not merely a spiritual concept, but a reality that required careful preparation. This is evident in the elaborate burial practices and the construction of grand tombs, which were filled with goods and treasures intended to aid the deceased in their journey. The process of mummification was a meticulous ritual designed to preserve the body, which was believed to be necessary for the soul's survival in the next world. Amulets, spells, and texts were placed within the wrappings to protect the deceased and guide them through the challenges they might face. Beyond the physical preparations, the Egyptians believed in the existence of multiple components of the soul, each with its own role in the afterlife. The Ka was the life force that remained with the body, requiring sustenance in the form of offerings. The barium, often depicted as a human-headed bird, was the personality that could travel between the worlds of the living and the dead. The Ak, a transformed state of the soul, represented the union of the Ka and Ba, achieving immortality and residing among the gods. These beliefs and practices were not static, but evolved over time, influenced by changes in society, politics, and interactions with other cultures. Yet, the underlying principles of order, balance, and the eternal cycle of life and death remained constant, shaping a civilization that was as much about the spiritual as it was about the material. As we drift into the night, let us carry with us the whisper of ancient sands, the echoes of a people who saw the world as a tapestry woven with divine threads. Their understanding of life and death was a journey, a path that led through the mysteries of the soul and into the embrace of eternity. In the next chapter, we shall delve deeper into the beliefs surrounding the soul and its many facets, exploring how the ancient Egyptians envisioned the journey beyond this world. The soul's journey, understanding Ka, Ba, and Ak. In the serene world of ancient beliefs, the Egyptians held a profound understanding of the soul's journey beyond the veil of mortal life. They envisioned the soul not as a single entity, but as a composite of several essential parts, each with its unique role and significance. Among these, the Ka, barium, and Ak stand out as central components in the spiritual tapestry of the afterlife. Imagine, if you will, the Ka, a vital force that springs into being at the moment of birth. This life force is akin to a spiritual twin, accompanying an individual throughout their earthly existence. It is the essence that animates the body, a divine spark bestowed by the gods themselves. The Ka is a guardian of life, a silent witness to every heartbeat, every breath taken under the warmth of the sun. Upon the inevitable transition from life to death, the Ka does not simply vanish. It continues to exist, requiring sustenance in the form of offerings. The ancient Egyptians believed that the Ka needed nourishment to thrive, much like the living. Offerings of food and drink, placed reverently in the burial chamber, were essential to sustain this ethereal presence. These provisions were not mere symbols, but a vital part of ensuring the Ka's contentment in the afterlife. Now, let us turn our attention to another facet of the soul, known as the barium. Picture the barium as the embodiment of individuality, a reflection of one's personality and character. Unlike the Ka, which remains tethered to the earthly remains, the barium possesses the remarkable ability to roam freely. It is often depicted as a bird with a human head, soaring through the realms of both the living and the dead. Each night, the Ba would return to its resting place, reuniting with the body to ensure the soul's integrity remains intact. The freedom of the Ba to explore the world beyond is a testament to the Egyptian belief in the interconnectedness of life and death. It was thought to visit familiar places, engage with the living, and even partake in the joys and sorrows of the world it once knew. This connection provided comfort to the bereaved, knowing that their loved one's spirit could still be present, watching over them like a gentle breeze on a warm desert night. As the soul's journey unfolds, a transformation occurs, culminating in the emergence of the Ak. This final state represents the soul's ultimate union with the divine, a harmonious blending of the Ka and barium. The Ak is a radiant being, transcending the earthly plane to dwell among the gods. It is a state of enlightenment and eternal bliss, achieved through a life lived in accordance with Ma'at, the principle of truth, balance, and cosmic order. The significance of the Ak in the afterlife cannot be overstated. It is the culmination of the soul's journey, a testament to the enduring belief in life beyond death. The Ak was seen as an intercessor, capable of influencing the living world and ensuring the deceased's continued well-being. To become an Akh was to achieve a form of immortality, a state of existence that transcended the limitations of the physical body. In the grand tapestry of ancient spiritual beliefs, the journey of the soul was intricately woven with rituals and practices designed to guide it safely to its ultimate destination. The concept of the soul's journey was not merely a philosophical idea, but an integral part of daily life, influencing everything from burial practices to the construction of monumental structures like the pyramids. These beliefs were deeply rooted in the ancient Egyptian understanding of the cosmos, a world where the divine and mortal realms were inextricably linked. The soul's journey was a reflection of this worldview, a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human desire to transcend the boundaries of mortality. As we lay back and close our eyes, envisioning the vast expanse of the starry sky, we can almost feel the gentle presence of the Ka, Ba, and Ah, guiding us through the mysteries of existence. Their story is a reminder that life is but a part of a greater journey, one that continues beyond the horizon we can see. In the quiet moments before sleep, as we drift into the realm of dreams, we can find solace in the knowledge that the soul's journey is a timeless one, a path walked by countless generations before us. The ancient Egyptians left us with a legacy of wisdom and wonder, a testament to the enduring quest for understanding the mysteries of the soul. As we prepare to explore the next chapter of this journey, let us turn our gaze to the Duat, the mysterious realm that awaits the soul's passage. It is a landscape filled with challenges and revelations, a place where the soul's mettle is tested and its true nature revealed. But for now, let the gentle embrace of sleep carry you onward to dream of the soul's eternal voyage through the stars, navigating the Duat, the soul's perilous journey. The journey through the Duat, the enigmatic realm of the dead, unfolds like a tapestry woven with mystery and danger. This shadowy passage, as described in ancient Egyptian texts, is not merely a path, but a series of trials that the soul must navigate with care and wisdom. It is a landscape unlike any other, a place where the familiar and the unknown intertwine, challenging the spirit at every turn. In the heart of this mystical land, the geography of the Duat is both wondrous and daunting. It is a place where rivers of fire flow beside fields of lush reeds, and mountains of iron rise against a sky painted with stars that never set. The Duat is divided into 12 regions, each representing an hour of the night, and the soul must traverse them all before dawn breaks. Each region presents its own unique challenges, from treacherous waters filled with serpents to desert expanses guarded by fearsome beasts. The ancient texts tell of narrow pathways flanked by walls of flame and hidden gates that open only to those who speak the correct incantations. Central to this journey is the Book of the Dead, a sacred guide crafted to aid the deceased in their passage through the Duat. This collection of spells and prayers serves as a map and a shield, offering protection and guidance to the soul as it encounters the many perils that lie ahead. The Book of the Dead is not a single text, but a compilation of writings that evolved over centuries, tailored to the needs of each individual. It is both a testament to the beliefs of a civilization and a personal talisman, providing the knowledge necessary to overcome the obstacles of the afterlife. The importance of spells and knowledge cannot be overstated in this journey. Each spell is a key to unlocking the mysteries of the Duat, a tool to overcome the guardians and demons that seek to bar the soul's progress. The ancient Egyptians believed that words held great power, and the right incantation could transform reality itself. Spells could calm raging waters, summon protective deities, or even resurrect the soul should it falter. These words, inscribed on papyrus or carved into tomb walls, were a lifeline for the deceased, a means to ensure safe passage through the darkness. Among the many challenges faced by the soul is the Hall of Judgment, where the heart is weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. This is a place of reckoning, where the deeds of a lifetime are laid bare. To reach this pivotal moment, the soul must first navigate the trials of the duat, proving its worthiness and purity. The journey is as much about inner transformation as it is about physical progress, a path to enlightenment that prepares the spirit for its ultimate test. Throughout the duat, the soul encounters numerous deities and spirits, each playing a role in the journey's unfolding. Some are benevolent, offering guidance and protection, while others are malevolent, seeking to mislead or devour the unwary traveler. The ancient Egyptians envisioned the duat as a place teeming with life, a reflection of the world above, where the forces of order and chaos are in constant struggle. It is a realm where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, and the soul must rely on its wits and the wisdom of the ancients to survive. The journey through the duat is not undertaken lightly, for it is a rite of passage that demands courage and faith. The soul must confront its fears, face the unknown, and embrace the mysteries of existence. It is a journey that mirrors the cycle of life and death, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity and the quest for eternal life. As the soul progresses through the duat, it gains strength and insight, drawing closer to the ultimate goal of reaching the weighing of the heart ceremony. This final test is the culmination of the journey, a moment of truth where the soul's fate is determined. It is a time of great anticipation and hope, a chance for redemption and renewal. The journey through the duat is a reminder of the power of the human spirit, the resilience of the soul, and the eternal quest for understanding and peace. In the quiet of the night, as the stars illuminate the path, the soul continues its journey, guided by the wisdom of the ancients and the light of the eternal flame. With each step, it moves closer to the dawn, the promise of a new beginning, and the embrace of the divine. The journey through the duat is a sacred pilgrimage, a testament to the enduring bond between the living and the dead, and the eternal quest for truth and justice. As the soul approaches the weighing of the heart, it prepares to face its destiny, ready to embrace the next chapter of its eternal journey. The weighing of the heart, judgment and justice in the ancient world of Egypt, where the sun god Ra sailed across the sky and the pyramids stood as silent sentinels of time, there existed beliefs that transcended the earthly realm, guiding souls on their journey beyond. At the heart of these beliefs lay a ceremony of profound significance, the weighing of the heart. This ritual was not merely a passage, but a profound moment of truth, where the essence of a person's life was laid bare and judged. As the soul departed from the earthly plane, it entered the Hall of Ma'at, a place of divine justice and truth. Here, Anubis, the jackal-headed god, played a pivotal role. Known as the guardian of the dead, Anubis was tasked with guiding souls through the afterlife. His presence was both reassuring and formidable, for he held the scales upon which the heart would be weighed. Anubis represented the transition from life to eternity, his steady hands ensuring the balance of truth was maintained. Central to the ceremony was the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth, harmony, and cosmic order. Maat was not just a deity, but an embodiment of the principles that governed both the universe and human society. Her feather, light and pure, symbolized the ideal state of balance and justice. It was against this feather that the heart, seat of emotions and moral integrity, was weighed. The heart, known as IB, was believed to be the repository of all thoughts, intentions, and actions. Unlike the brain, which was often discarded during mummification, the heart was preserved, signifying its importance in the afterlife. The weighing itself was a moment of suspense and revelation. Should the heart balance perfectly with the feather, it signified a life lived in accordance with Maat's principles, a life of truth, righteousness, and harmony. Such a heart was deemed pure, and the soul was granted passage to the field of reeds, a paradise where the deceased could enjoy eternal bliss, reuniting with loved ones and engaging in activities they cherished in life. However, should the heart be heavier, burdened by deceit, wrongdoing, or imbalance, a different fate awaited. The consequences of an impure heart were dire, for it would be devoured by Ammit, the fearsome devourer. Ammit, part lion, part hippopotamus, and part crocodile, was a creature of finality. To be consumed by Ammit was to face oblivion, a fate more feared than death itself, as it meant complete annihilation of the soul, erasing any chance of an afterlife. The implications of this judgment were profound, reflecting the Egyptians' deep-seated belief in moral accountability. The weighing of the heart was not merely a test of one's actions, but a reflection of one's adherence to a life of virtue. It underscored the conviction that justice was not confined to the earthly realm, but extended into eternity. In this ceremony, the gods themselves were seen as arbiters of justice. Thoth, the ibis-headed god of wisdom and writing, stood by to record the outcome, ensuring that the judgment was inscribed in the annals of the divine. His presence highlighted the importance of truth and the written word in preserving the integrity of the process. The weighing of the heart was a reminder of the interconnectedness of life, death, and the cosmos. It was a moment where the earthly and the divine converged, where the actions of the living were measured against the eternal principles of truth and justice. The ceremony served as a moral compass, guiding the living to strive for a life of balance and righteousness, knowing that their deeds would one day be weighed. As the stars twinkled over the land of Egypt, casting their gentle light upon the earth, the souls of the departed embarked on their journey. Guided by the principles of Maat, the weighing of the heart was a testament to the enduring belief in justice, a belief that transcended the mortal coil and reached into the realm of the divine. In the quiet moments before sleep, as the mind drifts into the realm of dreams, one might ponder the timeless lessons of the weighing of the heart. It is a reminder that our actions, words, and intentions are not lost to the sands of time, but are woven into the fabric of eternity. As we close our eyes and journey into the night, we carry with us the hope of a heart as light as Maat's feather, a heart that reflects a life of truth and harmony. And so, as the sands of time continue to flow, let us explore the preparations for the afterlife, starting with the construction of tombs, where the journey to eternity begins. Eternal homes. The art of tomb construction. The sands of time whisper tales of ancient lands, where the living built homes for the departed, crafting spaces that would cradle souls on their journey through eternity. Among the most fascinating of these are the tombs of ancient Egypt, where the art of construction was imbued with profound symbolism and meticulous precision. These eternal homes, each unique in form and purpose, were not mere resting places but gateways to the afterlife, reflecting the cosmos and the beliefs of a civilization that revered life beyond death. In the arid expanses of the desert, mastabas stood as the earliest form of tombs, rectangular structures with flat roofs and sloping sides. These stone edifices, whose name means bench in Arabic, were the precursors to more complex forms, serving as the eternal abode for the elite of the early dynastic period and the Old Kingdom. Within the mastaba, a chapel allowed for offerings to be made, while a hidden burial chamber housed the deceased, ensuring their safe passage into the afterlife. The layout of these structures mirrored the ancient understanding of the universe, with the tomb acting as a microcosm of the world, a place where the earthly and the divine converged. As time flowed onward, the ambition of pharaohs grew, and with it, the evolution of tomb architecture. The pyramids, monumental in their grandeur, rose from the sands as symbols of divine power and celestial harmony. The most renowned of these, the Great Pyramid of Giza, stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the belief in the pharaoh's divine nature. Constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, this towering structure was aligned with the cardinal points, reflecting the cosmic order and the eternal cycle of life and death. The pyramid's shape, reaching skyward, was thought to facilitate the ascension of the pharaoh's soul to join the sun god Ra in the heavens. The construction of these magnificent structures was a colossal undertaking, requiring the skills and dedication of thousands of laborers, artisans, and architects. These craftsmen, often working in harsh conditions, were guided by master builders who possessed knowledge passed down through generations. Their artistry and precision are evident in the seamless alignment of massive stones and the intricate carvings that adorned the walls of the tombs, depicting scenes of daily life, religious rituals, and the journey to the afterlife. While the pyramids captured the imagination of many, the New Kingdom saw the emergence of another form of tomb construction that delved deep into the heart of the earth. Rock-cut tombs, hidden within the cliffs of the Valley of the Kings, offered a more discreet and secure resting place for the pharaohs and nobility. These tombs were carved directly into the limestone, their corridors and chambers extending deep into the rock, far from the prying eyes of tomb robbers. The interiors were richly decorated with vibrant paintings and hieroglyphs, chronicling the deceased's passage through the underworld and their eventual rebirth. The artisans responsible for these works of art were highly skilled, their hands guided by a deep understanding of religious symbolism and cosmic order. Each wall painting and hieroglyph was carefully chosen to serve a specific purpose, whether to protect a deceased, guide them through the afterlife, or ensure their resurrection. The intricate designs and vivid colors, preserved through millennia, continue to captivate those who gaze upon them, offering a glimpse into the spiritual beliefs of a civilization long past. The layout of these tombs was not arbitrary, but carefully planned to reflect the cosmos and the journey of the soul. The entrance often faced west, the direction of the setting sun, symbolizing the realm of the dead. The burial chamber, located deep within the tomb, was considered the heart of the structure, where the deceased would rest in their sarcophagus, surrounded by treasures and provisions for the afterlife. The tomb's orientation and design were intended to ensure the safe passage of the soul, guiding it through the trials of the underworld and into the light of the new dawn. In creating these eternal homes, the ancient builders were not merely constructing edifices of stone, but crafting vessels for the soul's journey through the cosmos. The tombs were reflections of a world where the divine and the mortal intertwined, where life and death were part of an eternal cycle. Each stone, each carving, each hieroglyph was imbued with meaning, a testament to the belief in a life beyond this world. As the stars twinkle in the night sky, they remind us of the ancient architects and artisans who toiled under the same celestial canopy, their creations standing as monuments to their faith and artistry. The tombs of ancient Egypt, with their grandeur and mystery, continue to inspire wonder and awe, offering a window into a civilization that embraced the eternal dance of life and death. And so, As the sands of time continue to shift and the stories of old whisper through the ages, we are drawn to the rituals and practices that accompanied these eternal homes. The art of mummification, with its sacred rites and ceremonies, beckons us to explore further into the mysteries of the ancient world, where the journey to eternity was crafted with care and reverence. Preserving eternity, the practice of mummification in the quiet sands of ancient lands, where the Nile weaves its timeless path. The practice of mummification emerged as a sacred art, whispering secrets of eternity. This intricate process was not merely about preserving the physical form. It was a profound ritual, deeply intertwined with the spiritual beliefs of the time. To understand mummification is to journey into a world where life and the afterlife were seamlessly woven together, each step a testament to the reverence for life beyond death. The process of mummification evolved over centuries, reflecting the changing beliefs and practices of the people who lived along the Nile. Initially, bodies were naturally preserved by the arid desert sands, a serendipitous discovery that sparked the development of more sophisticated techniques. By the time of the New Kingdom, mummification had become a highly skilled craft performed by embalmers who were regarded with the utmost respect. Embalmers were not merely practitioners of a craft. They were seen as intermediaries between the mortal realm and the divine. Their work was shrouded in ritual and ceremony, each action imbued with symbolic meaning. The process began with the careful washing of the body, a purification rite that prepared the deceased for their journey to the afterlife. This was followed by the removal of internal organs, which were believed to be unnecessary for the journey ahead. The lungs, liver, stomach, and intestines were carefully extracted and stored in canopic jars, each protected by a deity associated with the cardinal directions. The brain, considered of little importance, was removed through the nostrils using a long hook. This delicate procedure was performed with precision, ensuring the face remained unmarred. The heart, however, was left in place, as it was believed to be the seat of intelligence and emotion, essential for the weighing of the heart ceremony in the Hall of Ma'at. This ritual, a cornerstone of ancient beliefs, determined the worthiness of the soul to enter the eternal realm. Once the internal organs were dealt with, the body was meticulously dried using natron, a naturally occurring salt. This desiccation process could take up to 40 days, during which the body was transformed, its earthly moisture replaced by the arid embrace of eternity. The dried form was then anointed with oils and resins, fragrant offerings meant to soothe and protect. These substances not only preserved the body, but also served as gifts, ensuring the deceased was well received in the afterlife. The wrapping of the body was an art form in itself, each layer of linen a testament to the care and devotion of the embalmers. Amulets were carefully placed between the layers, each one a talisman of protection, inscribed with spells to guard against the perils of the underworld. The face was often covered with a mask, a serene visage meant to convey the eternal peace of the soul. These masks, crafted with care, were sometimes gilded, a reflection of the light that awaited the soul in the realm beyond. Throughout this meticulous process, religious rituals played a crucial role. Priests would recite sacred texts, their chants weaving a protective cocoon around the deceased. The opening of the mouth ceremony was performed with solemnity, a rite that restored the senses to the deceased, allowing them to partake in the offerings and experiences of the afterlife. This ceremony underscored the belief that death was not an end, but a continuation, a passage to a realm where the soul could flourish. Over time, the practice of mummification became more accessible, no longer reserved solely for the elite. This democratization of the afterlife reflected a shift in societal values, an acknowledgement that all souls, regardless of earthly status, deserved the chance to journey to eternity. The techniques and rituals, while evolving, remained rooted in the same fundamental beliefs, a testament to their enduring significance. In this sacred art, embalmers held a revered place, their hands guided by tradition and faith. They were seen as custodians of the afterlife, their work ensuring that the journey of the soul was unimpeded by the decay of the mortal form. Their duties were not just technical but deeply spiritual, each act a prayer, each gesture a bridge between worlds. As the sands of time continued to shift, the practice of mummification left an indelible mark on the cultural and spiritual landscape. It was a testament to the enduring human desire to transcend mortality, to find meaning and continuity beyond the veil of death. The rituals and beliefs surrounding mummification offer a glimpse into a world where life was but one chapter in a grand, eternal narrative. As we drift into slumber, cradled by the stories of ancient lands, let us carry with us the understanding that, in the quiet embrace of eternity, the soul finds its true home. And as the gentle night envelops us, we turn our thoughts to the amulets and symbols that guided these souls on their journey, each one a beacon of hope and protection in the vast expanse of the afterlife. In the gentle embrace of the Egyptian night, where the stars twinkle like ancient jewels, lies a world steeped in mystery and magic. The ancient Egyptians, with their profound understanding of life and death, believed that the journey to the afterlife was a sacred passage, one that required protection and guidance. To aid this passage, they adorned their tombs and mummies with amulets and symbols, each imbued with its own unique power and purpose. These sacred objects were not mere trinkets, they were the guardians of the soul, ensuring safe passage to the afterlife and protection from malevolent forces. Among the most revered of these protective symbols was the Ankh, often referred to as the key of life. The Ankh symbolized eternal life and was frequently placed on the chest of the deceased, close to the heart, to ensure the continuation of life beyond death. Its looped top represented the sun rising on the horizon, a promise of rebirth and renewal. Another powerful amulet was the Eye of Horus, also known as the Wadjet. This symbol, resembling a human eye with distinct markings, was believed to offer protection, health, and restoration. It was often placed on the mummy's forehead or within the wrappings, acting as a vigilant guardian watching over the deceased. The Eye of Horus was associated with the story of Horus, the falcon-headed god, who lost his eye in a battle with Set, the god of chaos. The eye was magically restored, symbolizing healing and protection. The scarab beetle, a symbol of transformation and rebirth, was another common amulet found in Egyptian tombs. Scarabs were fashioned from various materials, including stone, faience, and precious metals, and were placed over the heart of the mummy. These beetles were believed to have the power to guide the soul through the underworld and ensure resurrection in the afterlife. The scarab's association with the sun god Ra, who rolled the sun across the sky, further emphasized its connection to the cycle of life and rebirth. These amulets were not chosen at random, but were carefully selected based on their magical properties and the specific needs of the deceased. The ancient Egyptians believed that each symbol held a unique power, capable of warding off evil spirits and ensuring the soul's safe journey through the afterlife. The placement of these amulets was of utmost importance, as it was thought to enhance their protective qualities. In addition to these well-known symbols, there were countless other amulets, each serving a distinct purpose. The Djed pillar, representing stability and endurance, was often placed near the spine of the mummy to provide strength and support in the afterlife. The Chet, or knot of Isis, symbolized the protective embrace of the goddess Isis and was used to ensure the deceased was shielded from harm. The ancient Egyptians' meticulous attention to detail extended to the inscriptions on these amulets. Many were inscribed with hieroglyphs or spells, believed to activate their magical properties. These inscriptions were often prayers or invocations to the gods, asking for protection and guidance for the deceased as they navigated the challenges of the underworld. The placement of amulets within the tomb was a carefully orchestrated ritual, reflecting the deep spiritual beliefs of the Egyptians. The tomb itself was considered a sacred space, a microcosm of the universe, where the deceased would dwell for eternity. Amulets were strategically placed within the tomb and on the mummy to create a protective barrier, ensuring the soul's safety and well-being. The journey to the afterlife was fraught with dangers, and the ancient Egyptians believed that the soul would encounter various challenges and trials. To aid in this journey, they adorned their tombs with protective symbols and amulets, each serving as a beacon of hope and a shield against the unknown. These sacred objects were not only a testament to the Egyptians' deep reverence for the afterlife, but also a reflection of their understanding of the interconnectedness of life, death, and rebirth. As one drifts into the realm of dreams, the story of these ancient symbols serves as a gentle reminder of the enduring power of belief and the timeless quest for protection and guidance. The ancient Egyptians, with their intricate rituals and profound spirituality, have left behind a legacy of wisdom and wonder, inviting us to explore the mysteries of the afterlife and the symbols that guard the soul. As the narrative of the night unfolds, the role of temples and priesthood in maintaining these afterlife beliefs beckons, offering a glimpse into the sacred rituals and practices that have shaped the spiritual landscape of ancient Egypt. The journey continues, inviting us to delve deeper into the heart of this ancient civilization, where the past whispers its secrets and the guardians of the soul watch over us, guiding us gently into the realm of dreams. In the golden sands of ancient Egypt, where the Nile's gentle whispers cradled the land, temples rose as hallowed sanctuaries, bridging the mortal realm and the eternal. These sacred edifices, adorned with intricate hieroglyphs and guarded by stone sentinels, served as the heart of spiritual life, pulsating with the rhythms of divine worship and the mysteries of the afterlife. The temples were not merely places of prayer, they were cosmic gateways, where the living and the dead converged in a tapestry of rituals and reverence. Temples, grand and resplendent, were meticulously designed to honor the pantheon of gods who watched over the land. Each temple was dedicated to a specific deity, embodying their divine essence in every stone and column. The Temple of Karnak, a sprawling complex dedicated to Amun-Ra, was a testament to the grandeur of these sacred spaces. Within its walls, priests and devotees engaged in daily rituals to appease the gods and ensure the harmony of Ma'at, the cosmic order that bound the universe. Priests, chosen for their piety and knowledge, held the esteemed role of intermediaries between the divine and the mortal. Clad in white linen robes, they performed intricate ceremonies that echoed through the temple halls. Their duties were manifold, from reciting sacred hymns to conducting purification rites. The priesthood was a sacred vocation, passed down through generations, each priest trained in the ancient wisdom of their forebears. They were the keepers of sacred knowledge, guardians of the rituals that sustained the gods' favor and secured the prosperity of the land. Daily rituals were a cornerstone of temple life, each act a carefully choreographed expression of devotion. At dawn, the temple doors would open to the rising sun, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. Priests would cleanse the sanctuaries, anointing the statues of the gods with oils and perfumes, offerings of food and drink laid before them. Incense would waft through the air, its fragrant tendrils carrying prayers to the heavens. These rituals were not mere gestures, they were vital acts, believed to sustain the gods' presence on earth and ensure their benevolence. Festivals punctuated the temple calendar, vibrant celebrations that drew the community together in joyous reverence. The Opet Festival, a grand procession from Karnak to Luxor, celebrated the renewal of the pharaoh's divine power, reinforcing the bond between the king and the gods. During these times, the air was thick with anticipation and jubilation, as music and dance filled the temple precincts, and offerings overflowed in abundance. Such festivals were moments of collective transcendence, where the boundaries between the human and the divine blurred in a symphony of color and sound. The temples also played a pivotal role in funerary practices, serving as sanctuaries where the mysteries of death and rebirth were explored. The ancient Egyptians believed that life continued beyond the grave, a journey that required careful preparation and divine favor. Priests conducted elaborate ceremonies to ensure the deceased's safe passage into the afterlife, invoking the protection of Osiris, the god of the dead. Tombs were consecrated with rituals that echoed the cycles of nature, affirming the eternal bond between the living and the departed. Central to these beliefs was the concept of the Ka, an individual's spiritual essence that lived on after death. Temples housed chapels where offerings were made to sustain the Ka, ensuring the deceased's well-being in the afterlife. Priests recited spells and incantations from the Book of the Dead, guiding the soul through the trials of the underworld. The temples thus became places of solace, where the living could commune with their ancestors, seeking guidance and protection from beyond. The priesthood's role extended beyond the temple walls, influencing every aspect of daily life. As custodians of religious and funerary traditions, they were entrusted with the spiritual welfare of the community. Their knowledge of medicine and astronomy, derived from sacred texts, was sought after in times of need. In this way, the temples were not isolated sanctuaries, but vibrant centers of learning and culture where the divine and the mundane intertwined. The legacy of these ancient practices endures, a testament to the profound connection between the Egyptians and their gods. The temples, with their soaring columns and sacred hieroglyphs, continued to whisper the secrets of eternity, inviting us to ponder the mysteries of life and death. As the sun sets over the desert horizon, casting a golden glow on the ancient stones, we are reminded of the timeless rituals that once filled these hallowed halls with life and light. In the gentle embrace of night, as the stars twinkle like distant gods in the sky, we drift into dreams inspired by the ancient world. The stories of temples and priests, of rituals and reverence, weave a tapestry of wonder and awe, inviting us to explore the depths of the human spirit and its eternal quest for meaning. As we journey into the realm of dreams, we carry with us the echoes of an ancient civilization whose beliefs in the afterlife permeated every facet of daily life in Egypt, a land where the divine and the mortal danced in eternal harmony. In the gentle embrace of the Nile's fertile banks, ancient Egyptians led lives deeply intertwined with their beliefs about the afterlife. These convictions were not just distant musings on what lay beyond, but active forces shaping their daily existence. From the moment the sun rose, casting its golden glow over the land, to when it dipped below the horizon, signaling the end of the day's toil, the promise of eternity was a constant companion. For the people of ancient Egypt, life was a preparation for the afterlife, a journey that began with the first breath and continued beyond the last. This belief was profoundly woven into the fabric of their society, influencing everything from the grandest architectural endeavors to the simplest daily tasks. The Egyptians viewed the afterlife not as an abstract concept, but as a continuation of life, one that required careful planning and consideration. Central to this eternal journey was the concept of Maat, the goddess of truth, balance, and cosmic order. Her presence was felt in every aspect of life, guiding decisions and actions. To live in accordance with Ma'at was to ensure a favorable judgment in the afterlife. This belief encouraged a life of harmony, where justice and fairness were paramount. It was not merely about adhering to laws, but embracing a way of life that reflected balance and respect for all living things. Family and community played a crucial role in preparing for this eternal voyage. The home was often a microcosm of the larger universe, where rituals and practices echoed the divine order. Families would gather to recite prayers and make offerings, seeking favor from the gods and ensuring the well-being of their deceased ancestors. These practices were not just acts of devotion, but expressions of a deep-seated belief in the interconnectedness of all life. The preparation for the afterlife was also reflected in the meticulous care given to the deceased. The process of mummification, though intricate and time-consuming, was a vital step in ensuring the soul's safe passage to the next world. This sacred art was a testament to the reverence with which the Egyptians approached death, viewing it not as an end, but a transformation. Beyond the physical preparations lay a rich tapestry of cultural practices that underscored the importance of the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that the soul was comprised of several parts, each playing a distinct role in the journey to eternity. The Ba, often depicted as a bird with a human head, was seen as the personality or spirit that could travel between the worlds of the living and the dead. It was essential that the Ba be able to recognize its body, hence the importance of preserving the physical form through mummification. The Ka, on the other hand, represented the life force and required sustenance even after death. Offerings of food and drink were regularly made at tombs and temples to nourish the Ka, ensuring that the deceased could thrive in the afterlife. These offerings were acts of love and remembrance, binding the living and the dead in a perpetual cycle of care and devotion. Community rituals and festivals also played a significant role in reinforcing afterlife beliefs. The Opet festival, for instance, was a time of renewal and celebration, where the gods were honored with processions and offerings. Such events were opportunities for the community to come together, reaffirming their collective faith and ensuring the continued favor of the divine. Art and literature further reflected these beliefs, with tomb walls adorned with vivid depictions of the afterlife. These scenes were not just decorative, but served as guides for the deceased, illustrating the trials and rewards that awaited them. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations, was a vital tool in navigating the challenges of the afterlife, providing the knowledge and protection needed to reach the field of reeds, a paradise where the soul could dwell in peace. The construction of monumental structures like the pyramids was another testament to the Egyptians' devotion to the afterlife. These awe-inspiring edifices were not merely tombs, but gateways to eternity, designed to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage and eternal reign. The grandeur of these structures reflected the importance placed on the afterlife, serving as enduring symbols of faith and aspiration. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, the Egyptians looked to the heavens with hope and anticipation. They believed that the soul, after successfully navigating the challenges of the afterlife, would join the stars, becoming part of the eternal cosmos. This celestial journey was a source of comfort and inspiration, a reminder that life was but a fleeting moment in the grand tapestry of existence. In the quiet stillness of night, as the world drifted into slumber, the ancient Egyptians found solace in their beliefs. The promise of the afterlife was not just a distant dream, but a guiding light, illuminating their path and shaping their destiny. It was a testament to their enduring faith and the profound wisdom of a civilization that understood the delicate balance between life and death. And so these beliefs, once shrouded in the mists of time, have been rediscovered through the diligent work of archaeologists. As they uncover the remnants of this ancient world, they reveal the timeless truths that continue to resonate with us today, reminding us of the enduring power of faith and the eternal journey that awaits us all. Unearthing the past, archaeological rediscovery in the cool, quiet shadows of Egypt's ancient sands, stories of the past whisper to those who listen closely. These silent tales, hidden beneath the earth for millennia, have been waiting patiently to be rediscovered. Among the most captivating of these stories are those found in the tombs of Egypt's long-gone pharaohs, where the echoes of ancient civilizations reveal themselves through the artifacts and treasures they left behind. The rediscovery of these tombs has been a journey filled with wonder and profound revelations, reshaping our understanding of the ancient world and its beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife. One of the most celebrated archaeological finds of the 20th century was the discovery of the tomb of Tutankhamun, a young pharaoh whose name was relatively unknown until the unearthing of his burial chamber. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter unearthed the tomb in the Valley of the Kings, a site already renowned for its historical significance. The discovery was a moment of awe and amazement, as Carter and his team uncovered a wealth of artifacts, each item a testament to the artistry and beliefs of ancient Egypt. The tomb was remarkably intact, having escaped the fate of many others that were plundered by grave robbers over the centuries. The treasures found within Tutankhamun's tomb included a golden mask, intricately decorated chariots, and a vast array of jewelry and statues, each piece crafted with exquisite detail. These artifacts provided invaluable insights into the religious and cultural practices of the New Kingdom period. The golden mask in particular, with its serene expression and detailed craftsmanship, symbolized the pharaoh's divine status and his journey to the afterlife. Such discoveries have deepened our understanding of ancient Egyptian beliefs, especially their views on the afterlife, where the soul was thought to journey to a realm of eternal peace and prosperity. The ancient Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife, where the soul, or Ka, would need sustenance and protection. This belief system was reflected in the elaborate burial practices and the careful preparation of tombs, which were filled with items the deceased might need in the next world. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations, was often placed within the tomb to guide the soul safely through the perilous journey to the afterlife. The discovery of such texts in various tombs has been crucial in piecing together the spiritual landscape of ancient Egypt and understanding their perception of life beyond death. However, the path of modern archaeology is not without its challenges. Excavating these ancient sites requires a delicate balance between uncovering the past and preserving it for future generations. The sands of time have not always been kind, and many tombs have suffered from the ravages of time, looters, and environmental factors. Modern archaeologists must employ meticulous techniques to ensure that the fragile remnants of the past are not lost in the process of discovery. This involves using advanced technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and 3D scanning, to explore sites with minimal disturbance. Moreover, the ethics of archaeology in Egypt, and indeed worldwide, have become a focal point of discussion. The question of ownership and the right to excavate and display ancient artifacts is a matter of international debate. Many argue that these treasures should remain in their country of origin, where they can be appreciated in their cultural context. Others believe that sharing these artifacts with the world through international exhibitions promotes global understanding and appreciation of ancient cultures. Navigating these ethical considerations is an ongoing challenge for archaeologists, who must balance the pursuit of knowledge with respect for cultural heritage. The rediscovery of ancient Egyptian tombs and artifacts has not only enriched our understanding of the past, but also sparked a fascination with the mysteries of ancient Egypt that continues to this day. The allure of uncovering hidden treasures and unraveling the secrets of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago captivates both scholars and the general public alike. These discoveries have inspired countless stories, films, and exhibitions, each one adding to the cultural legacy of ancient Egypt. As we drift into the realm of dreams, the stories of these ancient tombs remind us of the timeless human quest for understanding and connection with those who came before us. The sands of Egypt may continue to conceal secrets yet to be discovered, but the legacy of these ancient beliefs and the fascination they inspire endure, inviting us to explore further. As we close our eyes and journey into the night, we carry with us the echoes of a world long past, a world where life and death were but different chapters in the same eternal story. And so, the exploration of this cultural legacy and the modern fascination with these beliefs continues, promising new discoveries and insights for generations to come. Legacy of the Pharaohs, cultural impact, and modern fascination. In the quiet whispers of the desert winds and the gentle lapping of the Nile's waters, the echoes of ancient Egypt continue to captivate the world. The grandeur of the pharaohs and the mysteries of their beliefs have left an indelible mark on human history, weaving a tapestry of cultural influence that stretches far beyond the sands of time. This legacy, rich with symbolism and profound in its depth, continues to inspire awe and wonder. In the modern age, ancient Egypt was a civilization deeply intertwined with the concept of the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that life extended beyond the mortal realm, a belief system that profoundly influenced their art, architecture, and daily life. The pyramids, those monumental testaments to the pharaoh's grandeur, were constructed as gateways to the afterlife, designed to ensure the safe passage of the soul. The Great Pyramid of Giza, standing as a sentinel of time, is a marvel of engineering and a symbol of the Egyptians' devotion to their spiritual beliefs. The motifs of ancient Egypt have transcended their original context, becoming a source of inspiration for countless generations. The iconic imagery of the Ankh, the Eye of Horus, and the scarab beetle have found their way into modern art and architecture, each symbol carrying with it a fragment of ancient wisdom. These motifs, laden with meaning, have been reimagined in contemporary designs, bridging the gap between past and present. In the realm of popular culture, the allure of ancient Egypt is ever present. Films, literature, and television have often depicted the mysteries of the Egyptian afterlife, from the enigmatic Book of the Dead to the majestic journey of the sun god Ra. These portrayals, while sometimes fantastical, reflect a deep-seated fascination with the ancient world and its secrets. The afterlife, as envisioned by the Egyptians, was a place of beauty and eternal peace, a concept that resonates with audiences today. The field of Egyptology continues to thrive, driven by an unyielding curiosity to uncover the truths of ancient Egypt. Archaeologists and historians dedicate their lives to exploring the remnants of this magnificent civilization, piecing together stories from the past. The tomb of Tutankhamun, discovered in the Valley of the Kings, remains one of the most significant archaeological finds of the 20th century, offering a glimpse into the opulence and mystery of a bygone era. Egyptian art and architecture have left an indelible mark on the world, influencing countless cultures throughout history. The grandeur of the temples, with their towering columns and intricate hieroglyphics, speak to a civilization that revered beauty and symmetry. The art of ancient Egypt, with its distinctive style and vibrant colors, continues to inspire artists around the globe. Its influence, seen in everything from fashion to interior design. The fascination with ancient Egypt extends beyond its visual allure. The philosophy and spirituality of the Egyptians offer insights into the human condition, exploring themes of life, death, and rebirth. The concept of Ma'at, representing truth, balance, and order, was central to Egyptian belief and governance. This principle, though rooted in antiquity, resonates with modern ideals of justice and harmony. Modern technology has further fueled the interest in Egyptology, with advancements in imaging and analysis allowing researchers to explore the past in unprecedented detail. From digital reconstructions of ancient sites to the study of DNA from mummified remains, these innovations continue to shed light on the lives of the ancient Egyptians, deepening our understanding of their world. The legacy of the pharaohs is a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and belief. The stories of gods and goddesses, the rituals of the afterlife, and the majestic monuments they left behind continue to inspire and captivate. As we reflect on the broader meaning of these beliefs in a modern context, we are reminded of the timeless nature of human curiosity and the quest for understanding. The ancient Egyptians, with their profound connection to the cosmos and the eternal, offer a window into a world where the boundaries between the mortal and the divine were beautifully intertwined. Echoes through time, broader cultural meaning as the moon casts its silver glow over the ancient sands of Egypt, we find ourselves drawn into the timeless allure of the Egyptian afterlife beliefs. These beliefs, with their intricate rituals and profound philosophies, offer a window into the ancient world and its understanding of life beyond the mortal realm. The Egyptians viewed the afterlife not as an ending, but as a continuation, a serene journey that mirrored the cyclical nature of the Nile's ebb and flow. The Egyptian concept of the afterlife was deeply intertwined with their reverence for the gods and the natural world. They believed that upon death, the soul embarked on a journey to the field of reeds, a place of eternal peace and abundance, akin to the fertile lands along the Nile. This vision of paradise was attainable through a life lived in accordance with Ma'at, the divine order of truth and harmony. The heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, a test of one's righteousness. In comparison, the ancient Greeks held a more somber view of the afterlife. Their underworld, ruled by Hades, was a shadowy realm where souls wandered in a state of forgetfulness. The Elysian fields, reserved for heroes and the virtuous, offered a glimpse of paradise, but for most, the afterlife was a place of indistinct existence. This contrast highlights the Egyptians' optimistic outlook on life after death, where the afterlife was a reward for living a life of balance and virtue. The philosophical implications of the Egyptian view of eternity are profound. Their beliefs emphasize the importance of living a life aligned with universal truths, fostering a sense of responsibility and moral integrity. This perspective encourages individuals to consider the legacy they leave behind and how their actions resonate beyond their earthly existence. It is a reminder that life is but one chapter in a much larger narrative, where each soul contributes to the cosmic order. Interestingly, the Egyptians' focus on the afterlife also fostered a rich cultural heritage of art, literature, and architecture. Their elaborate burial practices, designed to ensure safe passage to the afterlife, resulted in magnificent tombs adorned with vibrant murals and intricate hieroglyphs. These artistic expressions not only celebrated the deceased, but also served as a testament to the society's collective beliefs and values. The pyramids, standing as sentinels of time, continue to inspire awe and wonder, bridging the past with the present. In modern times, the Egyptian afterlife beliefs offer valuable lessons and insights for contemporary society. As we navigate the complexities of the modern world, the emphasis on balance, truth, and harmony remains ever relevant. In a fast-paced world, often driven by material pursuits, the Egyptian focus on spiritual fulfillment and moral integrity provides a gentle reminder to seek deeper meaning and connection in our lives. Furthermore, the Egyptian view of the afterlife encourages us to reflect on our relationship with the natural world. Their reverence for the cycles of life and death, mirrored in the rhythms of the Nile, underscores the importance of living in harmony with nature. In an era marked by environmental challenges, this ancient wisdom calls for a renewed commitment to stewardship and sustainability, ensuring that future generations inherit a world of beauty and abundance. The echoes of the Egyptian afterlife beliefs also resonate in the diverse tapestry of modern spiritual and religious traditions. While the specifics may vary, the underlying themes of justice, truth, and the eternal nature of the soul find common ground across cultures and epochs. This shared human quest for understanding the mysteries of life and death unites us in our journey, reminding us of our interconnectedness and shared destiny. As we drift into the realm of dreams, let us carry with us the gentle wisdom of the ancients. The Egyptian afterlife beliefs, with their rich symbolism and profound insights, offer a timeless guide for navigating the complexities of life. In their vision of eternity, we find a source of inspiration and solace, a reminder that our journey continues beyond the horizon, shaped by the choices we make and the love we share. Prepare for a gentle conclusion that ties together the narrative, as the sands of time continue to whisper their secrets, guiding us through the echoes of the past into the promise of tomorrow. As the stars twinkle softly in the vast desert sky, our journey through the mystical landscapes of ancient Egyptian beliefs comes to a serene conclusion. We have wandered through the sands of time, uncovering the secrets of a civilization that revered the afterlife with profound devotion and intricate rituals. Each step of our exploration has revealed the timeless allure of Egyptian spirituality, where the boundaries between life and death gracefully intertwine. The ancient Egyptians believed that life was but a chapter in an eternal story, a prelude to a journey that continued beyond the horizon. Their understanding of the afterlife was not merely an end, but a transformation, a transition to a realm where the soul could attain eternal peace. This belief was encapsulated in the concept of the Duat, the mysterious underworld, where the soul would embark on a voyage of trials and revelations. Guided by the wisdom of the Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations, the deceased navigated this shadowy realm, seeking to be judged worthy of eternal life. Central to this spiritual odyssey was the weighing of the heart, a ceremony presided over by the god Osiris. The heart, believed to be the seat of emotion and intellect, was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and harmony. A heart that balanced with the feather signified a life lived in accordance with Ma'at's principles, granting the soul passage to the field of reeds, a paradise of abundance and joy. The ancient Egyptians' intricate burial practices further underscored their reverence for the afterlife. Elaborate tombs, adorned with vivid depictions of daily life and sacred texts, served as eternal homes for the departed. These resting places were not merely for the body, but were designed to sustain the soul on its journey, equipped with offerings and amulets to ward off malevolent forces. Amidst these beliefs, the notion of the Ka and Ba, the dual aspects of the soul, played a crucial role. The Ka, akin to a spiritual twin, remained close to the earthly realm, while the barium, often depicted as a bird, ventured freely between the worlds of the living and the dead. Together they encapsulated the essence of an individual, ensuring their presence endured beyond physical existence. As we reflect on the wonders of ancient Egyptian spirituality, we are reminded of the universal quest for understanding the mysteries of life and death. The Egyptians' profound connection to the cosmos, their reverence for the cycles of nature, and their belief in the continuity of the soul resonate with us across the millennia. Their stories, etched in stone and whispered by the winds of time, invite us to ponder our own place in the tapestry of existence. As our exploration draws to a close, we bid a gentle farewell to the enchanting world of ancient Egypt. The echoes of their beliefs continue to inspire, urging us to seek wisdom and harmony in our own lives. Though our journey through the sands of time has reached its end, the allure of ancient Egypt remains, a beacon of mystery and wonder that beckons us to delve deeper into its timeless legacy. In the quiet of the night, as the desert winds carry the whispers of the past, let us find solace in the knowledge that the journey is never truly over. Like the eternal stars above, the stories of ancient Egypt shine brightly, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of the world and ourselves. May the peace of this journey linger in your heart, a gentle reminder of the timeless truths that connect us all. And with these glimpses into the past, we close tonight's reading. May these stories bring you peace and rest as you drift into sleep.